Hello, all of you fabulous trailblazers out there. Kristen Kramer here with Girl Friday Virtual Office. And guess what? It is time for an installment of WTF Wednesday. Yep, that's right. I stole it from the meme that you've all seen on Pinterest, WTF Wednesday. So, how is everybody doing out there? I know that I've been sort of missing in action for a while. I didn't go anywhere necessarily. I've just been super crazy busy with, I don't know, like virtual events and developing some program materials for some new programs that I'm launching and just all kinds of stuff. So it unfortunately caused me to fall a bit out of habit with my Facebook Live programs. So I do apologize for that. And I promise that this is the beginning of a new beginning of me getting back into the habit of doing it. And I will be coming to you every week with Making Bold Moves Monday, WTF Wednesday, and of course, some of y'all's favorite, Chuck It in the Fuck It Bucket Friday. So, since I'm sort of hitting the reset button, I thought I'd bring you up to speed on a couple developments. One is that I am currently in the process of changing the company brand. Now, I know I talked about this a few months ago, but after some coaching with some other brand experts and, marketing folks out there, what I have finally decided to do is that we will be branding under Kristen Kramer LLC. So that's me. That's right. Now, this had been suggested to me quite a while ago. And I don't know, I just had a little bit of resistance to it. And I think it was because I sort of felt, well, and I still do, honestly, feel kind of weird about like making me the brand, because honestly, I don't think I'm that interesting, but it does make a lot of sense because now what we'll have underneath Kristen Kramer LLC is we'll have Girl Friday Virtual Office, and we'll also have Ignite Coaching. So so we will now, have Kristen Kramer as the umbrella company name, with Girl Friday Virtual Office still intact, like it's not going anywhere. I mean, it's my baby. I've put 11 years officially this week into Girl Friday Virtual Office. So, I'm not walking away from that anytime soon. And I still have clients under Girl Friday Virtual Office. So don't worry, folks, we're not going anywhere. But we'll also be able to have the Ignite and Thrive coaching program underneath that, as well as the LinkedIn branding that I built out as a product, and the business profitability program that is also being built out, and some other things that are in the works. So what it essentially does is it gives me a lot more flexibility in, instead of having to create a separate company for all of those things, I can have them all underneath Kristen Kramer LLC. So there's the method to my madness. And you've seen it before. A lot of places or a lot of companies brand underneath their name, and then you'll see various programs of different types of names underneath them, or even business lines, completely separate business lines. So that is what I have been working on. I'm still trying to figure out a logo. I don't know, maybe I should open that up to a contest or something. There's a thought. And what will happen with these Facebook Live, and I also just got approved for LinkedIn Live. I'm so excited. LinkedIn Live and, the video broadcasts and everything, is that they will begin to be branded under Kristen Kramer versus Girl Friday Virtual Office. Yes, it means I also have to build out additional social channels. Bleh. Who wants to do that? I don't, but it is necessary. And so there'll be a lot of cross posting. So if you're following me over here under Girl Friday Virtual Office, don't worry, you're not going to miss anything, because I'll be cross posting across the channels and everything, so that I don't lose anybody, or, so that you don't miss out on anything super fun and exciting. So Making Bold Moves Monday, that'll continue forward. WTF Wednesday, of course, will still be here, and Chuck It in the Fuck It Bucket Friday will be here as well. It's not going anywhere. And I'm also working on a mini training series for you guys. And so I'm going to change the background here real quick so that you can scan. There's a QR code, and I would tell you scan it because there's a freebie that you are going to want. That I just presented under the Take the Stage program that I sponsored and did a Facebook Live for them on this. So let me go grab that real quick. Well, as quick as technology will allow me. And then you can scan the QR code. There it is. All right. So 3 bold moves. 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 bold moves you can use to take control of your day. So who out there feels like you just, I don't know, like you sit down, you spend time, you make the plan, right? The plan. You write out the list of the things that you should be getting done. And then you get to the end of your day and you're like, WTF have I been doing? So you'll recall we kind of talked about this in early editions of WTF Wednesday and Making Bold Moves Monday. It's great to have a plan. I mean, honestly, there are weeks where I need to do a better job of making a solid plan. Okay. It happens. Like, we're all human. It happens to all of us. But what happens when you come up with this amazing plan, right? Like, you have got a fucking masterpiece of a plan. You've mapped it all out. It's genius. You're a genius. And then sometimes if you're lucky, about an hour or two into the day, you've already been derailed from your plan. Like, your plan has been blown out of the water. And now all you're doing is putting out fires, running from this to that, to this to that. And you feel like you're at the mercy of everything and everyone around you. And you get to the end of the day and you are like, what the hell happened? I have been busy all day. I have been running all day. I've been talking to people all day. And now it's 7 o'clock at night. I've got to get offline so I can go make dinner for people. Like, people in my household want to eat, and I would like to just, mentally decompress. So it's, at some point I got to quit. And I haven't done anything that's on this list. I didn't call the people that were on this list. I didn't send out the things I was supposed to send out on this list. I have done nothing on the list that I created for myself that I said was important, that needed to be done today. But I have been running ragged all day, nonstop, from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. Well, yeah, people happened to you. That's what happened. People happened to you. And here's what I'm going to say to you, that your initial knee-jerk reaction is going to be, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is not true. But I'm going to say it to you anyway. You are the gatekeeper of your time. You have a lot more control over your time and what happens to you in a day and who gets your time in a day than you realize, or that you consciously recognize. Okay. Because you're so deep in the weeds that you can't get the distance you need from being pulled in a million different directions to understand that you are the gatekeeper, and that what's really happening is you are allowing yourself to be pulled in a million different directions. Well, let's sink in for a second. You are allowing yourself to be pulled in a million different directions. Now, sure, sometimes things happen that are completely out of our control, right? Like your kid gets sick and you got to go pick them up at school. That was unplanned. You get a flat tire. Your boss, buzzes into your office and pulls you into an impromptu meeting that was nowhere in the vicinity of your radar. Okay. Shit like that happens and you can't do anything about it. But the vast majority of the things that happen to you throughout the day that pull you off target, that take you off your mission and distract you, are things that you're allowing. So what I put together for you are some tools that I use in the Ignite and Thrive program. And these worksheets and these exercises take you through the beginning of the Ignite and Thrive program so that you can start to take control of your day. Why is that important? Well, as a professional who might have career goals, maybe you want to move up into leadership. Maybe you are in a leadership role, managing a team, and you are now trying to figure out, how do I stay in the top, 10 or top 1% as a top producer in my company and manage and motivate a team on top of it. Or you are a business owner and entrepreneur and you are growing and you're like, I have got to not only maintain what I've been able to build so far, but I've got to expand beyond that. You're starting your business. So you're in the early phases of your business and you're starting to get clients. So you're going from a state of, sort of not having a lot of client demands on your time and having, considerable amount of flexibility in sort of how you're spending your time, because you can't prospect 24/7. I'm sorry, folks, but it's not humanly possible. I don't care what anybody says. And now you're trying to figure out how you're going to juggle the demands of your new clients, still prospect for business, and figure out how to manage your business, right? So there are a lot of scenarios where it doesn't really matter if you're an employee somewhere, if you are an entrepreneur, an independent contractor, you are, part of a small business and it's you and one other person running it, whatever the case may be, you're a college student. I mean, all of these things kind of play into, your success hinges on your ability to maintain control of your time. Because there are certain things in your day that absolutely must happen. They must happen. They're non-negotiable items. And if you are always allowing something to bump those items to the bottom of your list, you're never going to get them done. You are never going to get them done. And then you have the cumulative effect of the stress and overwhelm that will build up over time. And I say this to you because I have been there. I've been there. I know what it feels like. And I know the stress and anxiety that it causes when you get into that state. And, it's just a domino effect of things. So the key is to head it off before you get there, right? The key is to head off all of these things that lead to overwhelm and burnout and stress and anxiety so that you aren't laying in bed, waking up 30 seconds before your alarm goes off and just thinking, I do not even want to get up. I don't even want to open up my eyes this morning. Maybe if I just lay here with my eyes closed, I can pretend I'm still asleep and I won't have to get up and face the fact that I am completely buried with no end in sight and that I am already further behind today than I was yesterday. And I have not even gotten out of bed yet. I know what you're going through because I rode in that canoe for a long time. So I feel it. I feel you. I get it. But this is where I tell you, there is hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and there really is. But it starts with you asserting control over your day and taking back your time and really being the gatekeeper to who has access to your time and when they have access to your time. So this is the mini class that I am going to launch. It's going to be based on these 3 bold moves to take control of your day. And it's going to be like a 30-day challenge. I'm not going to drag it out forever and ever, but where you can work through the exercises, kind of do a, or not kind of, but do a deep dive on each of these items and get some things in place in the way you are approaching your day and running your day, so that you are taking control of your day. You are the gatekeeper to your time. Okay. And you are accomplishing what needs to be accomplished, because that's important. That's important. If you never check anything off the damn to-do list, guess what? It just keeps growing, number 1. And number 2, you're going to end up missing something very key to your personal, professional, or business growth, that once you figure out you missed it, you are going to be in a world of hurt, because sometimes you don't get a chance to go back and have a mulligan or, a do-over. Okay. So if you scan this QR code or you go to boldmovesboss.com, it will take you to the landing page to download the worksheets, and you can get a head start. And then what I'm going to share with you on Chuck It in the Fuck It Bucket Friday is the sign up for the mini boot camp that's coming up to help you go through these exercises with some coaching and some group work, and also, work through the exercises with the intent of implementing what comes out of those exercises, so that you're, again, the gatekeeper of your time, taking control of your day, getting shit done, advancing towards your goal, right? So if you have questions, drop them into comments. If you get the worksheets and you have a question on the worksheet, drop it in the comments. And I'd really like to know how the worksheets work out for everybody. So feedback's always really good. I put these together, and again, it's part of the Ignite and Thrive program, but it'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to, what that program looks like. Some of the things that we focus on. It's a lot about personal empowerment and productivity, like not just setting goals to set goals, but actually achieving and taking action to move you towards achieving your goals. And the 3 core bold moves that are in this worksheet, this download, really, help you dial in on the top 3 pillars that are key to the Ignite and Thrive program and moving through that program. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments, and I will see you on Friday. I know we're coming up on Thanksgiving. So for those of you that are here in the United States celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Go eat some turkey, lots of turkey. I love turkey gravy. It's my favorite thing about Thanksgiving. Yeah, it might even be more favorite than pumpkin pie, although they're very close favorites. Go enjoy Thanksgiving. I hope that you get to spend it with those that you care about and love, or spend it doing something that you love. If you're opting to not deal with people, maybe you just need a break, and take the day to put yourself at the top of your priority list, and enjoy the holiday. So I will catch you on Friday, which is Chuck It in the Bucket, Fuck It Bucket Friday. And I guess it'll be really good timing to roll out this boot camp, because you know what? It'll also be Black Friday. So the timing of it all. And I didn't even plan that. So I will talk to you guys then. Love to see your comments, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I'll catch you on Friday. Enjoy.